Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? Can't beat a bit of the Mambo number 5 Christmas medley to make you feel Christmassy, can you? That's what I thought. Wow, there's loads of people on the chat box already. This is great stuff. I'll say a few quick hellos and stuff before we get going. So, on the chat box, we already have Stevie Boy, evening all, evening to you Stevie, and Daisy as well, and Finley, hi, Katie, happy Christmas to you, and also Ellie, Merry Christmas everyone. That's the kind of spirit that we want for tonight's quiz, on Theo's big Christmas quiz. Scott as well, Merry Christmas to you, Jane Spooner, Stevie Boy, countdown to start. You're really up for it, Stevie, I like it. Matt Milbourne as well, hello, good evening to you, Victoria Harris. Hello to you, and thank you for everybody who isn't in the chat box yet, who is waiting and watching and ready to get going with pens and papers and drinks. And Andrew as well, good evening from the Hargrave family in Doncaster. Well, it is a good evening. Thank you very much. If you are here and you are joining in with the Theo's Big Night In Christmas edition quiz. Now, if you've not been on any of these before, you'll be very aware that we did we did some of these in the summer during the initial lockdown period when it was, by the way, baking hot. It's actually quite nice to be sitting here and not sweating. Also, no comments about my attire yet, which is good because it's just going to be Christmassy. I don't want any comments, and I know that's rich when you're wearing a very loud Christmas top and a jacket and whatever. I've got my little Theo's pin badge on as well. Also, send some selfies in. I will have a little break and look at some people on Twitter and stuff. Send me a setup. Put it hashtag Theo's Christmas Quiz. Theo's Christmas Quiz. I've just come up with that on the spot. Hashtag Theo's Christmas Quiz. Unless we've got any objections to that, Caitlin, I'm not sure. But anyway,
sounds good.
Sounds good. That's good. We've got the seal of approval. Yes. So hashtag Theo's Christmas Quiz. Get those on Twitter, and we'll have a little flick and read some of those out a little bit. Finley is a cancer patient at the Children's Hospital Ward 6. Hello, Finley. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope that they're looking after you at the Children's as well. And Ellie's got it right. After this year, we deserve a good Christmas. We do. Team Jack Faulkner's. Dan Faulkner on the chat box as well. Peter Fisher, Kat Foster's parentals are here, and good to see Team Jack. Look, see, you're all interacting. This is exactly what it's all about. This is why I love doing this quiz, because everybody's so nice. And Finley, by the way, he says everybody is amazing. So nice work. That's just what we want to hear. So this quiz is basically to raise some money and also to have some fun and spread a little bit of Christmas cheer. So get a drink. Settle in, get a pen and paper ready, and we'll get going in a few minutes' time. We'll just wait for a few of the stragglers to get themselves involved and logged on and get sorted. And you'll see behind me, I've got a nice Christmas backdrop. Thank you very much indeed for that. It just adds to the look a little bit, I think. And I've done my best here. This is about as Christmas grotto-y as I could manage with the tinsel. So hopefully the Christmas cheer makes up for it a little bit. But Theo's got his little Christmas hat on there, look, so that's good. So you'll see behind me on the backdrop, if you text Theo's Big Night In to 70085, that donates £10. And I know it's been a really difficult year, and I know that Christmas is always pricey as well. But if you send a text to Theo's Big Night In to 70085, that donates £10, and it would be really appreciated as well. Andrew, I am wearing trousers. I'm not going to justify that. It's Christmas after all. Like, you can't be wearing snazzy shorts this time of year. It was all right in the summer when it was really hot. No tie, Victoria. No tie. Sorry to disappoint. And good evening to Kaylee as well. So that's great. Through lockdown in the summer, we initially raised £6,360, there or thereabouts, which was an amazing effort. Like, thank you so much for everybody who's getting involved. We also did a couple of auctioning off and a couple of the little prizes and stuff. Tonight, it's just a straight quiz. We've got some famous faces helping me out as well, some Christmassy faces. And yeah, we can have a really good laugh, I'm pretty sure, because some of the videos that we've got for tonight's quiz are quite funny. So yeah, but do interact on the chat box, because that is what it makes it really fun. And feel free to interact with each other and keep track of your scores, because I'll be asking you after each round how you're getting on. You can have a bit of a competition with everybody else who's involved as well. So Elizabeth, hi David and Tina in Denmark, love from Mum. Hi there from the Clarks, Team Clark. They've landed and are looking forward to another fab quiz. So that's good. So like I said, if you are just logging on as well, we'll get going in a couple of minutes. I think that's fair. The stragglers will just have to miss the first couple of questions. How's that sound? If you're already on, you're going, yeah. It should be that. It should be on time. And also, by the way, if there's somebody who you know at the moment who you think, oh, they're sat on their own, and you know, they probably could do with a bit of interaction. It's almost like, you know, where else can you actually interact with so many people virtually as everything is at the moment? On a Friday night with a drink, you know, you can't. It's like a proper pub quiz, just online. So that's great. But yeah, so do feel free. You know, it's not too late. Just to quickly share the link, send it over to whoever it may be, whoever you think might want to get involved, and that'd be really appreciated. So, Team Jennings ready to play. Love your shirt. Thank you very much. I think the jacket's a little bit out there as well. White jacket. I look like the Liverpool team from the mid-90s in the FA Cup final, but obviously not as good looking as Jamie Redknapp. And I'm not saying that to fish for a compliment. It's just a fact. Anyway, Nick Matthew. Hello, Nick, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Looking forward to a brilliant quiz. And Nick, of course, you are featuring in the quiz, so don't be too surprised when you do pop up yourself. And Dan, say hi to everyone on Team Ward 5, please. We love Ward 5. Hashtag Team Jack. Hi, Greggy from Ella. Ready to go. Not sure about the white blazer. Why? What's wrong with it? It's Christmassy. It's all good. You know, got to keep up the reputation I've got to uphold with the children's lot, apparently. And hey, Liz in Sheffield, we're missing you loads. So great to spend time with you like this. Yes, there you go, virtually. Loving the jacket. Thanks, Craig. And Gary Millard as well. We're watching for Chris's birthday special. Well, happy birthday to you, Chris. Brilliant. And I can't believe it. It's actually come down to this, watching me on your birthday. Hi, fab, back to be doing a quiz again and hoping to beat the Halletts. Wow, fighting talk from Catherine Pugh there as well. And Stevie makes the very good comment, I look like a cricket umpire. How's that? Anyway, right, without that, we're going to just move on to the actual quiz. We've got loads of questions. I think we've got like over 50 questions. So gear up, get yourself ready. And if you're struggling early doors, don't worry about it. There's loads of chances to claw it back as well. We've got some video questions. We've got a music round. And a lot of it's Christmas themed. So if you don't know much about Christmas, well, you might be struggling a little bit. More Christmas cracker than someone from the 80s Liverpool team. Thank you very much indeed. And my jokes are actually worse than they are in a Christmas cracker. So without any further ado, we'll get ready. Get your pens and papers ready. Remember, text in 70085. Theo's Big Nights in all one word donates £10. And every single text, every single donation is very gratefully received indeed. Team Boo Boo at the ready, as am I. Festive cheers to everyone. I echo that sentiment, and let's get going. It's the general festive knowledge round. So we'll start off with question number 1, and question number 1 is, how many presents were given in total in the 12 days of Christmas? How many presents were given in total in the 12 days of Christmas? Nice one that gets your brain going, this first one, doesn't it? Start things off. Hello from the Purdy household. Now, if you are struggling with that first question, bit of thinking time, because our next question is from patron of the Children's Hospital charity. It's world superbike champion and now singer, and he's brilliant as well. It's James Tosland. So take it away, James.
Hi everyone, James Tosland here. I've been asked by the lovely people at the Sheffield Children's Hospital if I can come up with a Christmas-themed question for Theo's Christmas quiz. I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head, so I've had to cheat and look on a bit of a Google thing. And so, my Christmas themed question is, what year was the first recorded Christmas card ever delivered? What year was the first Christmas card ever delivered?
Wow, that's quite a tough one, actually. What year was the first Christmas card ever delivered? Thank you very much, James. We'll be getting the answer off James at the end of this round. Now, question number 3. By the end of which date, and this causes a bit of controversy, but, just going by what this says on the question sheet, by the end of which date should all Christmas decorations be removed so as not to bring bad luck upon the house? So which day do you need to tear all those Christmas decorations down and pack them away up in the loft or into the cellar for the next year, as so not to bring bad luck upon the house? Tricky one. Always causes a bit of controversy, that one. Okay, question number 4. Which country can be credited, if you can call it credited, with the creation of the Christmas beverage eggnog? Which country can be credited with the creation of the Christmas beverage eggnog? Eggnog. By the way, is anybody drinking eggnog tonight? If you've got a picture of your eggnog, tweet it or put it on Instagram or whatever with hashtag Theo's Christmas quiz, and I'll have a look. Or comment. I don't think people are too happy about the thought of eggnog. It's not brilliant. Anyway, there we go. Which country can be credited with that? Now, we're getting you warmed up for the music round with this next question. So out of a possible 5, there's 5 points for this one. I'll be kind. And basically, we need to find which Christmas carols these lyrics or lines come from. Point for each. The first one is on a cold winter's night that was so deep. On a cold winter's night that was so deep. And by the way, I ain't singing when we do the answers. Just saying. I've done that enough before, and it doesn't go down too well. So on a cold winter's night that was so deep. The second one, which carol does this line come from? Come and behold him, born the King of Angels. Come and behold him, born the King of Angels. So that is B. Okay, C. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. Helen Clark says she has the ingredients for eggnog. Well, just keep the ingredients in the cupboard. Don't mix them all together. Okay. D. Joyful, all ye nations rise. Joyful, all ye nations rise. So which Christmas carol does that one come from? Joyful, all ye nations rise. And E, the final one, is westward leading, still proceeding. Sing the music round, Eddie says. Look, no, absolutely not. There is a music round, but it'll be coming from my speaker as opposed from my mouth. Okay, there we go. So have a little think about those, and I'll give you a bit of breathing time because you know they are tricky though. So the first one was on a cold winter's night that was so deep. The second one, come and behold him, born the King of Angels. C, the stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. D, joyful, all ye nations rise. And E, westward leading, still proceeding. So there we go. So whilst you're having a little think about that, maybe if you're playing it as a family, you can get someone to have a little think about those and go, and then the next one is going to be number 6. So those were like 5, but it was like A, B, C, D, and E for question 5, just because otherwise that's, it gets a bit confusing. This one is 6. And the question number 6 comes from Pete McKee, legendary professional artist and all-round professional northerner as well. So take it away, Pete.
Hiya, Pete McKee here, professional northerner and artist and Sheffield Wednesday fan. Here are my questions. There we go. My next question is, how many Christmas cards did we sell this year to raise money for the Children's Hospital charity Artfelt?
So how many charity Christmas cards did we sell this year for the charity Artfelt? And by the way, here's a little helper. What a great dog. What a great, I think I need one of those. Unbelievable. Cool. He's called Eric as well, by the way, the dog. Brilliant. So there you go. So have a little think about that one. That is number 6 from Pete McKee. And number 7, which wordless children's picture book by Raymond Briggs was first published in 1978? I knew there'd be loads of people in the chat box saying, oh, how cute is the dog? Yeah, really, really cute. We were having a look at the videos earlier, and also Pete's tweeted a picture, by the way, as well. So if you want to save it or share with the people, you can do. Pete's put that on his Twitter. It's brilliant. So that question was number 7. Which wordless children's picture book by Raymond Briggs was first published in 1978? Okay, number 8. In which fictional land is it always winter but never Christmas? In which fictional land is it always winter but never Christmas? Okay, right. Number 9. Now, this question is coming from a very special place, all the way from Santa's workshop. It's Snowfie the elf. So take it away, Snowfie.
Hi everyone, Snowfie here from the North Pole. My question today is, how many reindeer does Santa have, including Rudolph? Is it 2, 6, 8 or 9?
Good question. Good question. The North, did she say the North Pole or Sheffield? They've obviously got northern accents. The North Pole. Love that. Love it. So thank you very much. That was Snowfie there. So how many reindeer does Santa have? How many reindeer does Santa have? Okay, number 10. One of my favourite beverages. Maybe some of you have got some of these in your hands at the moment. But a Bellini is favoured with which fruit? A Bellini is flavoured with which fruit? That's question number 10. The Northern Pole, yes. Dear. Okay. Question number 11. Which famous scientist who developed the 3 laws of motion was born on Christmas Day 1642? 1642, not 1942, 1642. And it's a famous scientist who developed the 3 laws of motion who was born on Christmas Day that year in 1642. It's very quiet on the chat box. I think that means that people are really concentrating hard, which is good. Some tricky ones here. Now, our last questions of this round come from some more famous faces. The first one is from the 3 times world squash champion, who we've actually already heard from in the chat box, the wonderful Nick Matthew. So take it away, Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Matthew. Hopefully you're enjoying Theo's Christmas quiz that the great folk at Sheffield Children's Hospital have put on for us this year. My question has a sporting theme, and that is, in which city is the famous Boxing Day test match played each year?
Go Team Theo!
Go Team Theo indeed. Now, I've got my little Theo here as well. So that was brilliant from Nick and his daughter. Thank you very much indeed, Nick. So which city is the famous Boxing Day test match played each year? Look at that. By the way, if you do want a Theo bear, you can head to tchc.co.uk and yeah, get yourself one and donate some money to charity and get a really cute Theo bear. There we go. So thank you very much, Nick, for that question. Now. So we're going to test this theory now about whether the Sheffield accent is actually just a North Pole accent, because our next one comes from somebody very, very special. And this one, well, it's the big dog himself, the man who is the busiest man at this time of the year. It's Santa with question 13. Take it away, Santa.
Right, so I've got a question for you, and the Father Christmas's workshop. It's one of 4 alternatives. You have to guess which is the right one. Is it in the South Pole, the East Pole, the North Pole, or the West Pole?
Santa. There wasn't an option. There wasn't another option there for just off Ecclesall Road, was there? Santa. Where is Santa's workshop? I love the accent there from Santa. Brilliant. So that's question number 13. Where is Santa's workshop? And number 14 comes from England women's footballer. She is a lioness. She is an absolute star. And she's also a patron of the Children's Hospital charity. It's Esme Morgan. And Esme has got the following question to finish off this round.
Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Esme Morgan here. My Christmas quiz question to you is, what is my favourite Christmas sweet treat? Is it A, Christmas pudding, B, mince pies, or C, Yule log?
Well, there we go. I mean, unless you know Esme, you've not really got much of an educated guess on that question. But as a footballer, I want to be questioning, should she be eating any of those? Oh, well, it is Christmas after all. Love it. So thank you, Esme, for that question. And that is round number 1 completed. I think it's out of 17, that round. But we'll go through all the answers in just a moment. So if you're just logging on, and I know there are some people just logging on because the number keeps going up with the amount of people who are watching, which is great. And if you're watching as a big family, remember to get those messages in, hashtag Theo's Christmas Quiz on Twitter. And I'll read some out in a little bit. But we'll go through some of the answers to that first round. So if you're not sure on any of them, just write something down. Who knows? And then we'll put all your answers and how many you've got in the chat box. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves, by the way. That's the main thing. Okay, right. General festive knowledge. So let's go through some of the answers. And the first question was a bit of a shocker, wasn't it? Nobody certainly had enough fingers on their hand, even if they were sat with their family, to count up the answer to this. So it was how many presents were given in total in the 12 days of Christmas? And the answer is 364. 364. You don't have to show you're working. And because I don't know how you work that one out, but 364 is that's the amount of presents given in total in the 12 days of Christmas. It's a lot more than you think, actually, that one, isn't it? Very good. Now, the next one, it did come from James Toseland. It was an absolute stinker of a question. It was what year was the first recorded Christmas card given? And James will reveal the answer now.
So the answer to my Theo's Christmas question, when was the first registered Christmas card ever delivered? It was 1843. I'll be well impressed if anybody got that without Google, because that's how I got it. But all the best with the rest of the quiz, everybody. Good luck with it. Have an amazing Christmas and all the very best for the new year.
Thank you very much indeed, James. How very, very kind. And what a smashing fella. By the way, check out his music as well, because it's great. I mean, what a multi-talented person. Brilliant. So yeah, 1843. I'll be really impressed. That was a good guess though. Stevie Boy put 1895. That's pretty good. 1846. That's even closer. I reckon if you got within 5 or 10 years, you can give yourself a point. I think so. Oh, but Katie, no, that's cheating because they had it at their that same question at their work quiz. And Kaylee got it. How did you get that? Unbelievable. But yeah, if you had it at your work quiz and you got it wrong, no excuse there. Thank you very much, James, though, for that question. It's certainly got a few cogs whirring, I think. Just the second question of the quiz. Nice one. Welcome to the quiz, everyone. Okay, number 3. The question was on that one. What year? It's a bit of a controversial one. By the end of which date should all Christmas decorations be removed, as so not to bring bad luck on the household? It is the 5th of January. The 5th of January. Or 12th night. 5th of January is 12th night. And unfortunately, I don't know enough about Christmas to actually explain why that is. You can't give points for a wrong answer, says Craig. We got it spot on. Okay, in which case then, unless you got it spot on for James's question, 1843, no points. And if you're not happy about that, just blame Craig Smith. Okay, there we go. 1843. I can remember it. Gary Millard. You can remember it. Nice one. Good work. Okay, right. We'll get going with some more of these. Which country is to blame or to be credited with the creation of eggnog? I think blame is the correct word, but then again, that's just my opinion, and all opinions are welcome, of course, on the chat box. But the country that created eggnog was actually England, the country of England. We are to blame. Us English people are to blame for the creation of eggnog. So that is number 4. Now, number 5. Is this was the Christmas Carol question, wasn't it? So which Christmas carols do these lines come from? A was On a Cold Winter's Night, that was so deep. Of course, that is the first Noel. Well done if you got that one right. B, Come and Behold Him, Born the King of Angels. Now that is an absolute Christmas cracker, isn't it? Every single year at the carol concerts. Oh, come all ye faithful. A point for each of these. Number 7, letter C. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. That, of course, is a lyric from Away in a Manger. Away in a Manger. For D, joyful all ye nations rise. Joyful all ye nations rise. That is Hark the herald angels sing. Hark the herald angels sing. And E, Westward leading, still proceeding, we three kings. So well done if you've got points for each of those. And for all the people asking me to sing, I ain't singing. Not yet anyway, we'll see. So there we go. Eggnog, what's wrong with mixing egg yolks and brandy? Good question. Yeah, I think you've answered your own question there, actually, Phil. So there we go. So that was a tough one. Now the next one, it came from Pete McKee and his very cute little helper Eric, little Eric. So Pete is going to give us the answer to number 6 here on round 1 of the quiz.
And we sold 6,400 greeting cards. How incredible. Hope you have a great Christmas and see you on the other side, mask free. Bye.
We'll actually be seeing Pete a little bit later on in the quiz. And yeah, so there we go. So we'll get double Christmas wishes off Pete, which is very kind of him. So thank you to Pete. So 6,400 cards sold, which, by the way, is a fantastic effort. Really brilliant effort. And it's probably a lot more than a lot of you people will have actually thought it was going to be. Wow, that's a lot, says Steve. It definitely is. It definitely is. Okay. Number 7, question number 7 was which wordless children's picture book by Raymond Briggs was first published in 1978? It was, of course, The Snowman. The Snowman. And number 8 as well. Which fictional land is it always winter but never Christmas? Which fictional land is it is it is it always winter but never Christmas? Make sure I got that one right. Is Narnia, of course. Narnia, of course. You're right, Catherine. It is amazing to sell that many Christmas cards for the charity. Fantastic stuff. Okay. So number 9 is from Snowfie. So Snowfie, if you would like to, do we have an answer from Snowfie? I think we do have an answer from Snowfie. Caitlin?
We don't.
We do or we don't?
We don't.
We don't. Okay, well, in which case, I will give the answer from Snowfie's question. Snowfie asked the question, how many reindeer does Santa have? And of course, Santa only has, or only? Well, it's probably more reindeer than most people in this who are watching this have. But Santa has 9 reindeer. So well done if you got that one correct as well. Question number 10. A Bellini is flavoured with which fruit? It is, of course, peach. It is peach. And it's a good drink as well. Very good drink indeed. Number 11. Which famous scientist who developed the 3 laws of motion was born on Christmas Day, 1642? The answer is Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton. There we go. Born on Christmas Day in 1642. Number 12. So the last 3 all were questions from patrons and, well, patrons and famous faces of people that we know. The first one came from Nick Matthew, who asked what the Boxing Day test was all about and where it was played. So Nick, give us the answer.
The Boxing Day test is, of course, played in
Melbourne.
Theo is in Melbourne in Australia. Of course, it is Boxing Day every single year, and I cannot wait because hopefully next year on Boxing Day, England will be playing the Ashes there, which is brilliant stuff. So thank you to Nick and also your lovely helper as well there. So thank you. Now, question number 13 comes from, Santa, and he's going to be telling us where his workshop is. So Santa, give us the answer.
So, I was going to give you the answer, wasn't I, which pole it was. So, what did you say, Teddy? It's North Pole.
The North Pole, correct. And it's not just off Ecclesall Road as I was led to believe. And this is another reason why you need to buy one of the Theo bears, because he doesn't actually tell me any of the answers. I think mine's broken, but maybe you can try and buy one, tchc.co.uk, and you've got all the lovely big Theo bears on there as well. Now, the last question of the round came from Esme Morgan, who is a lioness. So, Esme, take it away.
And the correct answer is C, Yule log, especially the one my granny makes every year. It's amazing.
A Yule log is Esme Morgan's favourite Christmas dessert. And there we go. Can't argue with that. Out of 17, I think, who got what? Pop them in the chat box. Let us know how you're getting on. And if you want a shout out too, let me know. Remember as well, if you just logged on a little bit late and you missed me sort of saying, remember, text 70085 to donate £10 to the Children's Hospital charity. We're absolutely just ecstatic with the amount that we've raised so far just by doing these quizzes so far through the year. We raised £6,360 last time around, so it'd be great to get somewhere near that figure today. And obviously, all donations really welcome. Victoria with 11 out of 17. 7 must do better, Natalie. There's loads of times, yeah. 1 out of 14 from Asmiri. 11. Kaylee with 11. Andrew with 15. Impressed ourselves with that one. Good Christmas knowledge. That's far better than mine. 11 out of 17. 9. 6, 12, 13. Alan, very pleased with that. He should be as well. Yinka, 2 out of 17. Need to brush up. Come on, Yinka. Lots of time left. Come on. The Smiths, Craig with 16 out of 17. Team Walsh, 8 out of 17. Bad spark then picked up from Matthew Headley. We got 11, says Eddie. The only time GCSEs are useful. KTF with 15. Kirsty with 12. Ella with 9. 15 for Jack. 10 from Nick. 13. 14, 11. Wow, there's quite a large. Surprisingly, Nick Matthew got the Melbourne question right. Well done. I thought you might, Nick. A solid 6 from Tina. 11, 13, 12. Wow, it's a good standard as well. Can we put the donate number in the text, please? Yes, we can. It is 70085, and I think we can put a donate link as well in the group as well. We can pop that in, so you can donate online as well if you so wish, and you can. That would be really, really great. 14 for the coders from Jane Spooner, and 9 from Jane Ford, and 14 for the Pashleys. Gerald with 12, Owen with 13. 70085. Yeah, there you go. Everyone's very helpful, aren't they, as well? Can we buy tickets for the Boxing Day test through any local cricketing supporters club? You know, the Barmy lot. Yes, the Barmy Army, based in Sheffield. Hopefully, a really big tour to the Boxing Day test and the Ashes in general next winter. That would be nice. It'd be a nice little treat. Okay. Now, let's have a look and see if we've got some tweets in as well before we get on to the next round. Theo's Christmas quiz. Let's have a look. Remember, you can keep tweeting them as well. Half of Team Clark will be enjoying eggnog later. Now, Phil Clark, I'm looking at this, and I'm not sure if you can see this very well on there on the quiz, but that looks absolutely terrible, like terrible. And the English are trying to claim credit for that. Come on. There's lots of good things about Christmas, and eggnog isn't one of them. Argue with me. Come on, we'll have it out on the chat box. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you for a great quiz fundraiser. We're celebrating Christian's birthday, and without the Children's Hospital, he wouldn't be here. Ever thankful. That is great to hear. Thank you so much, the Millards, and big shout out to you. I hope you're having a really nice evening as well. Love you guys. And 15 for us for the Humphreys, and also Pauline got 12. So that completes the set. I think we're good to go for the next round, number 2. And it is now it's time actually for the Christmas music round. So we've had lots of fun doing these quizzes, and a lot of people get quite cross with my music choices, but nobody can argue with these music choices because these are just Christmas ones. So this is number 1, and I want you just to tell me the song title and also the artist. So here we go. That's all you're getting on that one. You should all know that one as well. Does eggnog taste nice? No, it's terrible. Love a snowball. Yeah, all these Christmas drinks. Not sure. Right, okay, so that is number 1. Point for the song, point for the artist. And this is number 2. That is number 2. I'll play it again for you as well. Point for song, point for artist, and here is number 3. Long intro, and I won't bother playing it again, but hopefully you've got it, and that is number 3. Point for artist and point for song title. Now, here is number 4, and it is coming now. And I'll play that again for you. So that is number 4. Point for artist, point for song title. And number 5 even is this one. Number 5, so I'll play it again. There we go. So that is number 5, and then this is the final one. It's out of 6, strangely, this round. It was going to be out of 5, but I thought, well, I'll stick another one in. That's not strictly true. Okay, and this is number 6. Remember, point for artist, point for song title. Point for song, point for artist. There you go. So point for artist and point for song title. So there we go. So it's out of 12 because you get a point for each of those, but there are 6 questions in this round. I've been asked by Catherine very politely to play number 3, and yes, I did only play it once, so it's only fair. So I'll play it number 3. So that is number 3. It's a nice long intro. Jane, yes, this is live. If you would just, yeah, I'm encouraging people to go in the chat box, but there's lots of stuff in there. So that'd be great. Okay. So Jane Kenton, thank you very much with those comments. But do feel free to keep coming on the chat box because it's where all the fun happens. So right, let's get going on some of those answers. If you need any of them playing again, feel free to just give me a nudge and I'll try and play some of them again. I want everybody to have a fair crack at it, even though Christmas songs are everybody knows what Christmas songs are. So let's get going with some of the answers. Everybody happy for me to go with the answers? Play number one, please. I'll play a tiny little bit of number one. That's all you need for number one. That's all I played last time, and that is all you need. So we'll do it again in just a second. And we'll go through all the answers, and we'll hear a little bit more of each song. Why not? Why not? So, remember, point for artist, point for song title. And this is number one. Of course, it's All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. So, point for each of those. It's a bit of an easy one. It's a nice, easy one for you. Okay, now, number two was this one. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. And it's an absolute timeless classic. It's not aged one bit, has it? Now, number three is this one. And it's got a long intro. I'm not going to start joining in with singing because, in my opinion, this bloke has one of the best voices ever. It's so good. And my uncle, Keith, absolutely hates this man. Every Christmas day, we put him on, and my uncle sits there going, he's rubbish. I don't know how anybody thinks this guy can be rubbish. It's Michael Bublé, but it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. You'll recognise it.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It is. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas by Michael Bublé. That is number three. Remember, point for artist, point for song title. Now, number four, we played about 5 or 6 seconds of the intro for this one. But hopefully some of you managed to get it. Who's 6 out of 6 so far? I really want to sing along to this, but I'm going to just have a bit of self-restraint. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas by Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby. So well done if you got that one right. Now, this is number 5. So who's 8 out of 8 so far? Let us know. So far, so good, says Andrew in the chat box. Good to know. Impressive. This one is an absolute classic. It's an old one. It is, in fact, Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Jordan, and his Timpani 5 with Baby It's Cold Outside.
This evening has been hoping that you so very nice.
I'll hold your hands.
And then this is number 6. Point for each. Point for artist, point for song title. And I'm really sad to admit that this is actually my favourite Christmas song. Don't know why. Don't know why. Just really like it. Can't beat it. It's the man who only comes out at Christmas. It's Cliff Richard with Mistletoe and Wine. So well done if you got that one right. Who's got a clean sweep there? Let me know how much you got. It's a belter. Belter. So well done if you got those right. 7 ain't bad. 3 out of 6. Fairy Tale of New York is mine. 7. Of course, it was out of 12, remember. Artist and song title. 11 out of 12 for Kaylee. 8 out of 12 for RY. Ellie with 6 out of 12. Not bad. The Millards. Good on the music. The Millards. 10 out of 12. Matt Jennings with 7 out of 12. 9 from Daisy. 8 from Susan. I'm just leaving Cliff to play out a little bit here. I'll turn Cliff off now, promise. Great song. I'll just listen to it on my own afterwards. Helen Clark with 8 out of 12. Craig Smith with 9 out of 12. Am I going for the Cliff look with the white jacket? You know what? subconsciously, probably. Yeah. Cheers, Gary. Thanks for the spot on that. 12 out of 12 from Eddie. Nice. 5, but 6 if you accept Mel and Kim for question 2. Yeah, go on. It's Christmas. I'll accept it. Not our strength. 5 for us from Ella. Michaela, 7 for the Draycott's team, also with 5 out of 12. 9 out of 12. And he's waiting. Catherine is waiting for an answer from Richard Hallett. And 7 out of 12, Pauline got. And we got 2 because we are not very good. So that's excellent. Well done to you on the Christmas round. Hopefully it's made you feel a little bit more festive. Now, this one is a Christmas brands and slogans round. And I'll just give you a little breather. Go away to the toilet. Go and get a drink. Go and make yourself some eggnog. Maybe. And, yeah, and get yourself back. Bad news. Chris Rea's car has failed its MOT. Good joke. Like that. Very, very good. You could be a Radio 1 DJ. Hashtag Greg James. You know what? Nobody's ever said that to me before. He's you know, he's tall, he's handsome, he's good looking, and he's, you know, rich and got a good job, and, you know, loads of similarities there. Not going to say which similarities, but yeah, loads. So there we go. We got 9-2, so it's tied between the Pews and the Halletts. I like that a lot. Sue and Tom with 8. 7 not bad from Stu as well. Hard question. Favourite Christmas movie? I'm not going to answer that. In fact, you know, it's Love Actually. Love Actually. It's got to be. Caitlin's laughing to me. Caitlin, who's doing playing all the videos in for us tonight from the charity. Yeah, brilliant. It's got to be. It's got to be, hasn't it? It's not. It's like a non-contest. Why does Santa only come once a year? It's because he's in jail for breaking and entering. That's quite a dark Christmas joke. Here come the Christmas jokes. There's always a part when we do the children's hospital quizzes where everyone starts reeling out a few jokes, and some of them I can't read out, but they do make me laugh. So that is good. Right, favourite Christmas movies though? Let us know in the chat box. That's what we want to see. And yeah, so there we go. Right, this is the next round anyway. We'll get on to it. Our first question comes to you from BBC Breakfasts. Very own. He's a patron of the charity as well. He does so much work for us, and he has taken time out of his hectic and busy schedule to send us this question. It's Dan Walker, so take it away, Dan.
Hello, me again. I have another Christmas quiz question for you. It involves a little bit of singing, so don't be put off. But here it comes. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Is the song for which company? And the advert normally comes on at Christmas time.
Good question from Dan. I like that. So the lyrics, holidays are coming, feature in Christmas adverts for which famous drinks company? I love the way that Dan refused to not sing as well, but you can't really sing that. Cop out. Hopefully he sings on the answers. We'll see. Stay tuned to find out. So, holidays are coming, featuring which Christmas adverts for which famous drinks company? Now, you just got to name the brand here. Just got to name the brand. And this picture comes is a Christmas ad, and which Christmas ad is this from this year? Which company's Christmas ad is this from this year? It should flash up on the screen. So yeah, so there you go. Which company's Christmas ad is this from this year? You'll recognise it. You'll recognise it, and you'll be going, "What is that?" It's on all the time. Anyway, there we go. So that is question number 2. That is question number 2. Elf and Grounded are my personal favourites Christmas films. Home Alone 2. What's wrong with Home Alone 1? That's a classic. And is this shirt from Chris Millard's wardrobe? No, he definitely won't be seen wearing anything like this. So there we go. Okay, number 3. Which brand features Kevin and Katie the Carrot in their Christmas campaigns? Which brand features Kevin and Katie the Carrot in their Christmas campaigns? I had no idea to this. Genuinely. I've got not a clue. In fact, I've actually forgotten. I'm going to have to look at the answers myself. So I think this is a toughie. So that's number 3. Number 4. Finish this well-known phrase for a popular festive advert. This is not just food. This is food. This is not just food. This is food. What was number one? Jamie asks. Jamie, it was a question from Dan Walker. It was Holidays Are Coming, featuring Christmas adverts for which famous drinks company? That was question number one. And number four, the well-known phrase for a popular festive advert. This is not just food. This is food. What is Okay, number five. Which chain sells a drink claiming to be Christmas in a cup? Which chain sells a drink claiming to be Christmas in a cup? And I've got to say, I had one the other day when I was doing my Christmas shopping, and it was brilliant. It was really good. Right. We'll rattle through some of these then. There's 5 more questions on this round, and it's logo based, and it's basically rounds to do with brands relating to 2020. So you'll have seen all of these at some point throughout this year, this strange, weird year that we live in. Have a look at this. So this is the first one. It's up on the screen. This is number 6. Recognize that and tell me what brand that is. And this is number 7. So have a look at that one. And then this one is number 8. We will go through these again. I think we'll do another little round of these. And this one is the next one. And finally, this one. So all out of 10 this round. I'll tell you what, we'll run through those again. We'll go back to number 6 so you can have a look at the logos. And you just got to tell me the logos correspond to which brand, which have been very prominent and very well used in 2020. So here is number 6 once again. And then number 7. And then number 8. Number 9. And finally, number 10. So, have a little think about those. I'll give you a few minutes to think. Remember, 70085 if you text Theo's Big Night into 70085. 70085. Theo's Big Night in, all one word, and it will donate £10 to the Children's Hospital charity, and it'll be so gratefully received on this very strange year, very strange Christmas. I'm glad that we're all having so much fun. Okay, just going to run through a couple on the chat box before we give out the answers. Number 2 again, please. Question number 2. Oh, Caitlin, you're going to have to do some picture showing again. Which company's Christmas ad is this from this year? So I'll just flash that up on the screen once again. Which company's Christmas ad is this from this year? Adam Hermiston, happy Christmas from Team Alfie. You are good enough to read sports bulletins on Radio 5 Live. Thank you, Adam. Thank you very much. I wish my bosses thought the same. And Helen says our 8-year-old got most of them. Well done. Good job you've got your 8-year-old on your team then, isn't it? So, and also, Ellie, the first one on the logos haunts me so much. I've used it that much. Yeah, I agree. Right, okay, that was the Christmas brands and slogans round. Name the brand. Right, we're going to go through the answers now then. Our first question, of course, came to you from BBC Breakfast and Football Focus and Match of the Day and the NFL shows. Mr. Dan Walker, and it was the holidays are coming, featuring Christmas adverts for which famous drinks company. Dan is going to give us the answer. Dan.
And the answer to that one is Coca-Cola. Other soft drinks are available.
at the BBC. So, but nice one. Yeah. So Coca-Cola, well done, well done. And it is always Christmas when that advert pops up on your telly, isn't it? It gives you a little bit of a festive woo. Anyway, right, number 2. Which company's Christmas ad is this from this year? Which company's Christmas ad is this from this year? The answer, I can tell you, is John Lewis, the John Lewis advert. There you go. So well done if you got that one right. Now, question number 3, and this is something I had absolutely no idea for, absolutely no idea about. And it was, which brand features Kevin and Katie the carrot in their Christmas campaigns? Which brand features Kevin and Katie the carrot in their Christmas campaigns? And the answer is Aldi, or Aldi. But anyway, there you go. So that is the answer to that one. Who knew? I didn't. Maybe I'm being really silly. But there we go. So next one is, finish this well-known phrase for a popular festive advert. This is not just food. This is food. Of course, it is M&S, Marks and Spencer's. This is not just food. This is M&S food, as the very incredibly posh lady says. And it's actually quite soothing. And the food does look good, I've got to say. But I go to Kevin and Katie for my food. Okay, number 5. Which chain sells a drink claiming to be Christmas in a cup? It is, in fact, Starbucks. Starbucks. So, well done if you got that one right. Now, the logos then. We'll go through some of the logos. They'll flash up on the screen. Now, number 6 has flashed up on the screen now. And number 6 is, well, yeah, I've spent a lot of time on this. Lots of time on this in meetings all the way through the year. And I'm sure that many of you have, if you've been working from home as well. It is indeed Zoom. So well done, Zoom. Now, number 7 is this one. Oh, my word. I sent a list to my mates the other day of all the stuff I've watched this year on there and on all the other things. And yes, I was like appalled at how long the list of things is. I dread to think how many hours I've spent on this. It's Netflix. Netflix. And number 8 is something, again, I've spent a lot of time on and ordering stuff from. And yes, and a lot of people have. I mean, they've really come into their own. This one, of course, is Amazon. Number 8 is Amazon. Number 9 is something that if you live in the UK, you should have got, really, I think. And again, done brilliant throughout lockdown and through this strange and crazy year, is Tesco. So well done if you got that one. That is number 9, Tesco. And number 10, perhaps not as many people have used this, but I think probably more than in previous years, is Deliveroo. Deliveroo for number 10. So well done. That concludes the Christmas brands round. You'll be pleased to know many of you will have a really quick break again. Remember 70085, text that number, and if you text Theo's Big Night in there, you'll donate £10. Now, if you want to gear yourself up for the Christmas film and TV round, what a round. Remember, we've got, oh yeah, send us your scores. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. If you can have Cole Brothers, you can have Cole Brothers. It's Christmas, sod it. 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10 for Matt Jennings. 9 with a little dab emoji. Love that. 10 out of 10. Watch too much telly, says Stu. Team Alfie 8 in that round. 9, 10 out of 10 from Katie F. Me, my 8-year-old son got 7 out of 10, says Stacey Whitfield. Thank you very much for watching, Stacey. Phil Clark, boom, 10 out of 10. Andrew Hargrave, 10 out of 10. 10, good round from Alan. Wow, maybe that round was a little bit easier. I'm not sure I'd have got that. From the Perry Johnsons was 9 out of 10. Well done, Perry Johnsons. 9 out of 10. 1. Nah, come on, Eddie, you did better than that. 8 out of 10. 10, Pauline got. Pauline's helping you right out here, Gerald. You know, come on. If I were you, maybe you're going to come good in later rounds. Who knows? Michaela with 10. Chad Weston with 10. And 9 from 10 from Mark. 8 from Owen. And 10 out of 10. And it's a sad state of affairs when you're getting 10 out of 10 on that round, isn't it? Which is pretty funny. Right, let's have a look at some, see if people have been tweeting. Theo's Christmas quiz. I rushed home from work for this. Can you tell? That's from Kate. No, Kate, you look lovely on there. And remember just to keep some messages coming in, and I'll be sending some of them out. So yeah, donations wise, I just want to go through some of the donations. And basically, we were so lucky in lockdown. We did £6,300 and more. It was actually more than that. We're raising sort of more than that. I think we're over 6,500 now just from tonight. It's really satisfying, actually. Caitlin was saying, and some of the girls from charity, who've been working so hard through such a strange year, and there's not been any really events on. Everything's been virtual. They've had to be really creative with all the events. 70085, and honestly, £10 makes a massive difference at the moment. Also, by the way, if you did the virtual Theo's Glow Run, obviously, usually it's such a brilliant event. We do it in Enclid Park every single year, and it's like a cold but just amazing night every single year, and it really does set me up for Christmas. Now, I've missed that a lot this year, but raised so much money again through that the other night, which was brilliant. So thank you so much to everybody who's been getting involved and really just mucking in and helping out when things have been very strange this year. So that's very kind indeed. Pauline is being a huge help. I'm useless myself, Gerald. Well, you're not useless, Gerald. I didn't say that, but it does sound like Pauline's helping you a lot. So right, okay, I think we've had enough time for people to get a drink. 70085. 70085. This backdrop isn't here for nothing, all right? Right, okay. Let's get going on the Christmas film and TV round. We're ordering our Theo after the quiz. Hey, you should be doing, Stacey. Amazing hospital at Sheffield Children's, would never go anywhere else. So that is it. And thank you very much, Holly. That's very kind of you. So yeah, there you go. So get your Theos, tchc.co.uk. Brilliant. Love Theo. And I cuddle him in bed every night. Okay, let's go on to the Christmas film and TV round. And the first one comes from Golden Girl of Sheffield, patron of the charity, and all-round just lovely human being. Jessica Ennis-Hill, and she asks this question.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Okay, so my quiz question for you today is, in the film Elf, which is one of my favourite Christmas films, and it stars Will Ferrell, what is the first rule in the Code of the Elves?
I knew that Jess Ennis was her favourite Christmas film is Elf. So in the film Elf, what is the first rule in the Code of the Elves? So yeah, so there we go. So we'll come back to that. Jess will be giving us the answer at the end of the round. Okay, number 2. In the 1996 Christmas special of The Vicar of Dibley, what is Geraldine invited to 4 of on the same day? In the 1996 Christmas special in The Vicar of Dibley, what is Geraldine invited to 4 of on the same day? So that is number 2. I think if you're sort of my age or slightly, younger, you've got no idea. You've got no chance on that one. Who knows? You might have seen it back, It's classic. Vicar of Dibley is very, very funny. Love Dawn French. Okay, now, question number 3. The Snowman was aired on TV for the first time on Boxing Day of which year? The Snowman was aired on TV for the first time on Boxing Day of which year? Wow. Right, okay. Number 4. Well, we've seen him before. We'll see him again. And basically, I'll be honest, the only reason that we're putting him in again is so we can all see Eric. I mean, Pete's great, but Eric is just the star of the show tonight. So this next one comes from Pete McKee. So Pete's got another question for us.
Who wrote the Band-Aid Christmas hit, Do They Know It's Christmas?
Ooh, who wrote the Band-Aid song, Do They Know It's Christmas? Who wrote that song? Good questions from Pete and Eric. I mean, class. Absolutely class. Oh dear, love it, Pete. Thank you for sending those videos in. Brilliant, really cheered me up. Okay, number 5. In the Doctor Who Christmas special in 2017, which actress made her first official appearance as the 13th Doctor? In the Doctor Who Christmas special in 2017, which actress made her first official appearance as the 13th Doctor Who? Thank you, Tina. It's been a pleasure having you on with us. That's been great. Yeah, and yeah, thank you. And Merry Christmas to you. Okay. Number 6, in the 1993 Tim Burton stop-motion animated feature, The Nightmare Before Christmas, what is the name of the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town? In the 1993 Tim Burton stop-motion animated feature, The Nightmare Before Christmas, what is the name of the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town? That is a tricky one. See, there's some good, some hard, you know. Just got to bring everyone back down to earth after they've got like 8s, 9s, and 10s on the last round. Love it. Okay, number 7. What animated 2004 film is about a train that carries kids to the North Pole on Christmas Eve? What animated 2004 film is about a train that carries kids to the North Pole on Christmas Eve? I'm Siri. Is it just me or are these questions hard? It depends how much. It depends how much Christmas films you watch. You see, and for me, not very many. And also, Caitlin says sorry. she's wrote a lot of these questions. So, yeah. So there we go. Okay, right. Number 8. We've heard from this man earlier on in the quiz, but we're going to hear from him again. It is Dan Walker. So take it away, Dan.
Hello, quiz comrades. Dan Walker here, one of the patrons of Sheffield Children's Hospital. Thank you for taking part in the quiz. I have a little question for you. It revolves around the miracle of Christmas, but not the most important one, the birth of Jesus Christ. The film, The Miracle on which street? What's the number of the street we're looking for?
So, on what street did Santa Claus miracle appear? And what number? Anyway, so there we go. So that's from Dan. So thank you, Dan, for that. 2 questions from Dan. And the final question of the quiz tonight is, what year was Home Alone released? We've already heard that somebody's favourite Christmas film is Home Alone 2. But what about Home Alone? Okay. Right, we'll go through some of the answers. It's flown by. It always does, doesn't it? Always flies by. So, let's get going. James, in the chat box, by the way, I would just say, if you would like to stop popping some of the answers in, just spoil it, because a lot of people are popping, looking at the chat box for a bit of a chat and keeping answers to themselves. So that's all, It's good that you know the answers, and thank you for taking part. But write it on the paper. It is easier to write on paper, as Elliot points out. So anyway, there we go. But anyway, let's run through the answers. There's no more questions left. It is to answer time, and then we can find out how everybody's done overall. And by the way, I'm going to just say it again. 70085. Donate £10 to the Children's Hospital charity by texting Theo's Big Night In. You can also go to the link, which I think will be popped in the chat in just a moment. But first, we're just going to run through a few of the questions. 70085. That was question 9. It's only out of 9 that round. So if you're thinking, well, it was number 10. It's only out of 9. So we'd just like to mix it up, here on these quizzes. There's no, there's not every round's out of 10. Just like to mix it up. Some are out of 6, some are out of 9. It's just to confuse everyone. That's what we like to do. So I apologise for that, but yeah, there we go. So right, let's go through some of the answers then. Of course, Jessica Ennis-Hill had Olympic golden girl, double golden girl, Jess Ennis-Hill. Asked the first question, and she's going to be giving us the answer right now.
And the answer is treat every day like Christmas. Pretty good rule, I think.
In the film Elf, what is the first rule in the Code of the Elves? Treat every day like Christmas. Thank you very much, Jess, for sending us that question. And I agree, it is a pretty good rule. If every day was like Christmas, every day would be a good rule. I wouldn't get much done though, and I'd probably be sitting on the sofa at 4 p.m. with a full belly and a few drinks down me. Wouldn't be very productive. But good theory nonetheless. Okay, in the 1996 Christmas special of The Vicar of Dibley, what is Geraldine invited to 4 of on the same day? This sounds like heaven to me. The answer is Christmas dinners. Christmas dinners. So well done if you got that one right. Number 3, The Snowman was aired on TV for the first time on Boxing Day of which year? And some of you are going to be feeling really old, is 1982. 1982, The Snowman was aired on TV for the first time on Boxing Day. Wow, that's a long time ago. That's 38 years ago? No, 28 years ago. No, 38 years ago. I was right, 38 years ago. Wow, okay. Maths, by the way, isn't my strong point if you hadn't worked out from this quiz. Okay, we had another question from Eric and Pete, didn't we? And brilliant. We've seen Eric for the final time tonight when Pete gives us the answer to his question, which was who wrote the Band-Aid song, Do They Know It's Christmas? So Pete, give us the answer.
Right. And the answers are Bob Geldof and Midge Ure. I know, Eric, I know.
Star of the show, telling you, star of the show. So Bob Geldof and Midge Ure. Bob Geldof and Midge Ure wrote the Band-Aid song, Do They Know It's Christmas? Okay, number 5. In the Doctor Who Christmas special in 2017, which actress became the first made her first official appearance as the 13th? The answer was Jodie Whittaker. Jodie Whittaker. Well done. If you got that one right. Is that worth 2, the Midge-Ure and Bob Geldof one? Yeah, why not? Makes it a nice round 10 then, doesn't it? 9 questions, but out of 10. See, we're very clever. So well done. Yeah, so that's worth 2. So a point for Bob Geldof and a point for Midge-Ure. Right, number 6. In the 1993 Tim Burton stop-motion animated feature, The Nightmare Before Christmas, what is the name of the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town? The answer is Jack Skellington. Jack Skellington. Brilliant. So there we go. It's a bit of a mouthful, that one. It was a really tricky question. So that is the answer to number 6. And number 7, what animated 2004 film is about a train that carries kids to the North Pole on Christmas Eve? Great film. And of course, the answer is The Polar Express. The Polar Express, the 2004 film. It carries kids to the North Pole. It's brilliant, The Polar Express. So that is the answer to number 7. Now, for the final patron/celebrity/video question of the night, it's Dan Walker to reveal the answer to the question that he asked. On what street did Santa Claus' miracle occur? Dan, take it away.
And the answer to that question is, of course, the miracle on 34th Street. Well done if you got it right.
Thank you very much, Dan, and a very Merry Christmas to you as well. Now, the final question, before we have a little bit of fun and everyone starts bragging about how well they've done in the chat box, on the Theo's Big Christmas Quiz, is what year was Home Alone released? And now, Home Alone was released in 1990. 1990, a whopping 30 years ago. So well done if you got that one right. Well done if you took part as well and just had a good crack. because there was lots there that I would have not had a clue about. Love Christmas, know nothing about it. They're not mutually exclusive events. Anyway, do comment them in the chat box and how many you've got. Top them all up. I'm no idea what it's out of because we were giving rogue points out left, right, and centre. So there we go. 9 out of 10 on that round. Give us your full total for the entire quiz. But good scores though. 7, 9, 9, 3, 6. Andrew asks, can we have a Theo's Big New Year's quiz? Maybe. We shall see. There's a lot going on between Christmas and New Year, but we shall see. We'll watch this space is all I will say. 4 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Some good scores on that round. Got 6. Shout out to S6, Stu Chalmers. I got these Pauline this time. Well done, Gerald. See, you came back. You back with a bang. I love that. Well done. 6 out of 10, Gerald. Good work. And Pauline, do you think that's fair? I'm not sure. Ella with 5. Well done, Ella and Tom. Stacey Whitfield, 26 in total. Michaela with 8. 6.5 for Team Clark. 8 out of 10 for Craig Smith. 5 for Team Alfie. 34 is the total. 32. 10 for Hallamshire Clinical Coders. Well done, Team Coders. 26. 40 in total. Full house on the last round as well from Mark. 30. Victoria reckons it's out of 52. 36 from Guy. 42 total. Gerald Ibbotson with 35. 31 overall. 30 for Team Wright. 26. Thanks for a great quiz. No, thank you for taking part and thank you for donating as well. Team Walsh, 28 so far altogether. 36.5 in total. 46 in total. We love these quizzes. Well done to all involved in the charity. Absolutely. Yeah. So there we go. 28 from Ella. It's Christmas 100% so far. 100% so far? Well, that's the end. So you've got 10. Wow. Well played. Big round of applause for you. 44, 42. Music round pulled me down. Well, let's see. It either goes one or two ways. 32 in total. 9 out of 10 for this one. 34 in total. Did better than we thought we did. Can we make an online donation? Can we pop a link in the chat? Caitlin, do you mind popping a link in the chat? For people, that'd be great, and hopefully get a few more donations. And do stick around. I will have a little bit of a chat for 5 or 10 minutes or so. Thanks for a great quiz. Showed I'm the quiz master of our house. Absolutely no problem at all. Thank you. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Thanks very much and have a very Merry Christmas. No, thank you indeed, Stevie, for being in touch and also being so interactive on the chat box. That's what it's all about. That's what we love. 32. Have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. If you are logging off and you think, right, I've had enough of that, we've done the quiz. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching and thanks for playing along. And thank you for all the help and all the donations and all the stuff that you've done and sharing and whatever for the Children's Hospital charity this year. It's really, really appreciated. It's been a really, really strange year. Hopefully next year we're back with a bang, bringing some of the usual stuff back as usual and probably bigger and better than ever before as well. Thanks for another quiz. No problem, Kaylee. Thank you so much for coming along. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for the quiz. Merry Christmas, teammates. Have a great Christmas. You too, Lisa, as well. And thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you again, James. No worries at all, Michaela. Thank you. Thank you so much from Team Watts. We had a great team. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Sophie as well. Thank you very much. Have a super Christmas to you. Ellie, Merry Christmas and everyone at 2021. Thanks, Craig. You're a legend. And also, massive shout out to Caitlin as well for pressing all the buttons and doing all the videos. So thank you, Caitlin. Thank you very much indeed. Show Caitlin some love on the chat box, please, before you log off. That'd be great. Merry Christmas, everyone. Well done, Greggy. Thank you. That's very kind. I mean, all I'm doing is reading stuff out and letting Caitlin press all the buttons, and you guys are playing along. So I'm not actually doing a great deal, but thank you very much. And brilliant quiz, great host, Merry Christmas. Just one last ask: are you wearing trousers? Ooh, wouldn't you like to know, Phil? Yes, I am. I mean, it's Christmas, so you know, I'm just boring, just black trousers. Yeah, you're gonna have to take my word for it, because I'm not showing you. Great button pressing. See, Caitlin, you're getting a load of love now from Sophie and Catherine and Ella and Victoria and Megan as well. Merry Christmas to you, Megan, as well. Please say hi to DR36. Thanks to Greggy and Caitlin. Thank you, Richard, legend. Thank you for playing along. James and Caitlin, thank you both. All the best. Andrew, all the best. Very Merry Christmas to you as well. Final donations. Do we have a final total, Caitlin? Cool. Yeah, no rush at all. I'll just keep talking to people. Well done. Yeah, there we go. I'm glad that Caitlin's got the recognition that she so deserves, because she puts a whole quiz together and also, you know, presses all the buttons. And very calm about it as well. Technical wizard, love it. So thank you indeed. And yeah, well done for everybody who's been coming along to the quizzes. And if this is like your 4th time coming along to one of our quizzes, wow, thank you. It's really appreciated, because when we sort of set it off, we didn't really know what to expect, but they've gone down really, really well. And every penny that we get at the moment is just brilliant. So. Wow, £6,950 from all quizzes. It'd be great if we could get to £7,000 now, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. There, £7,000. If we could get to £7,000 from tonight, that would be great. And we've only got £50 to go, so that's 5 text messages. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do one of those text messages now. So that's nice. So 70085, and it's Theo's big night in. And it is so quick to do. Theo's big night in. Done. There we go. Sorted. That was quick, wasn't it? That's £10. So we're only 40 quid short now. There you go. Tell your friends all about it. And also, just before we do log off, you can tell all your friends about it as well. You can tell them to come back and watch the quiz. That would be great. Come back, watch the quiz. It'll be up here on YouTube for forever, as long as they don't ban us and take it down for playing all the Christmas music out loud, which would be an absolute travesty. And I don't think it would be within the spirit if they did do that. But yeah, so there we go. Great quiz. Thank you very much. Just donated. Thank you, Kaylee. Well, we can't be far off £7,000 total then, can we? Which is... oh, wow. We'll find out live, see if we've got past that £7,000 mark. That'd be brilliant. By the way, Victoria, I agree. There's some great emojis on that chat box. Some that I've never seen before, but... nonetheless, absolutely amazing. Thank you for Adam as well. 30 for Team Alfie. Not a bad effort at all. Not a bad effort at all. And yes, there we go. Just donated. Brilliant. This is good. We beat Richard Hallett. That's the best Christmas present ever. That's just what we want. And that's your old man, isn't it, Caitlin? Oh, Richard. It's a shocker. You know a lot about rubbish Christmas stuff, Catherine. Good point. It's a hollow victory when it's about Christmas. Oh, really? A family affair. Well done to the pair of you. Thank you for coming along. It's great. So yeah, there we go. Some good emojis, like lots of like sheep and rams and stuff popping up. Anyway, I'll be going in a minute. Once we've got a final total, I'll be going on wishing everyone a happy Christmas and see you on the other side. But yes, thank you very much. And also, I always laugh at this, right? There's 134 people still watching. What are you doing? I mean, really, is there actually not that much stuff to be doing on a Friday night? You know what? There isn't. There actually isn't anything else to be doing. So yeah. So feel free. I would usually do a little Q&A. RY, thank you so much. No, thank you for coming along. Thank you. And a little dab from Scott Duncan. I've done one of those every single time. It's like a little sloth thing, isn't it? I think it's like a sloth. Well, Phil Clark just donated. Wow. So, Caitlin, we can't be too far off. Caitlin, what are we saying? Have you made? All right, no worries at all. Shout up when you know, because it'd be brilliant. I think we are. I mean, we're only £50 short, and I took to 10, and there was 3 of the people. So I think hopefully we're over it, but we'll see. But if not, hopefully people will be watching this back. Remember, share them to people. Share this link to people. They can still go back. Just tell them to go to the Children's Hospital Charity YouTube page. Click on videos, and they're all there. All the quizzes. If you want to, if you're really that way inclined, if you actually enjoyed the quizzes and stuff, feel free. You can go back. And I was actually having a flick the other day just to see if they are still on there, and they are all on there. So if you do need a quiz, I'm guessing by now, if you even did do them at the time, you've probably forgotten some of the answers. So there you go. So you can go back. Peter says that the only reason he's still watching is because he can't find the off button. Oh, charming. That's what people... Yeah. We're over 7,000. Now that's brilliant. So that's a nice one. We can sign off on that fantastic note. So thank you so much for tuning in, watching, playing along with the quiz, donating and sharing and getting involved on the interaction. And it's been brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. And we'll see you in the new year. And we'll hopefully be doing some more quizzes, maybe. We'll see. I would like to do some. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll see how the world is. We'll see how the world is. Hopefully, we can actually do some in person with everybody sat in a room. That'd be good, wouldn't it? But if not, this has been great fun as well. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for donating. Thanks to Caitlin as well. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.